Well, hey there, rock stars. Sarah Rockin' Robbins here, coming to you live for another network marketing tip of the day. As we get started, let's go ahead and get acquainted. If you don't mind, go ahead and shout out below who you are and where you're tuning in from. And if it is your first time watching, please click a number 1 in the comments so I can warmly welcome you. And don't forget, guys, as always, you can click the share button for a chance for a shout out. Share it on a team page for a virtual viewing party or a watch party, or in the inbox with a friend. And remember, as always, the more who know on your team, the greater they will grow. All right, as you're introducing yourself, I'm going to quickly introduce myself for our first-time viewers. Who am I? I'm Sarah Robbins. I'm a former kindergarten teacher turned one of network marketing's very top leaders. I share my best practice of how we built a $1 billion a year sales team with over 300,000 distributors strong in my best-selling book, Rock Your Network Marketing Business. You can find it on Amazon, hard copy, Kindle, or audio read by me. But if you want great team gifts, welcome gifts, congratulation gifts, you can write "You Rock" inside. Get them on my website, sarahrobbins.com, for a great bulk discount too. I am also the creator of the Rockstar Recruiting School University, my entire success system for network marketing, and it works great for any company, any product. You can check it out at rockstarrecruitingschool.com. All right, guys, I'm so excited for today's free training that I do always, as you know, on our Facebook page. And we're going to be talking a little bit about virtual events, so basically on social media today, and why they work with network marketing or direct sales. We're going to talk a little bit about what they are and how they work and why they work as well. As you guys know, we've got an upcoming course, and I'm going to quickly post it in the comments below if you want to check it out. You can also find it on our store at sarahrobbins.com, but it's online events for network marketing. And the reason why we're holding this class is social media events were the number one thing that I added into my business over the recent years. As you know, the way people are buying today is really changed because of the social economy. Many brick and mortar stores are closing. Everybody's flocking online to places like Amazon. But when you even look at how people search today, you know, is they're on, Google, they're also searching on Facebook and YouTube as well. So who you know and what they recommend online is more influential now than ever before. So here's the thing, it's a shift we've got to make in our business in order to remain relevant, but really reach the masses as well. So what are these events? Well, first and foremost, I should say, because I've had a lot of people asking about the event that's coming up. The link is in the comments. It's going to be on July 11th. I'm going to teach you all about social media events. Beginning, middle to end, from how to set one up successfully, from how to host it and get great engagement, but really how to really crush your conversion rate and get new consultants or distributors and customers out of it as well. Now, no matter your level in network marketing, no matter your company, no matter your skill set in social media, you will be surprised at how simple this is going to be. And even if you're doing online events, this training is really going to help you to 10x your events and get even greater results. It's on July 11th. We are selling out really, really fast. I'm featuring a special guest, as you know, but you can read more about it in the link that I posted. And if you can't make it live, there's going to be a replay, then you can rock that too, but I'll talk more about that at the end. So today, let's talk a little bit about these events, what they are, why they're so powerful, how they can help you to rock your network marketing business. Okay. So online events basically are a great way to showcase both your product and your opportunity online. I don't recommend separating the two because you never know who's going to be interested in your product or in your opportunity as well. So it's just like, I train in my book about how to do in-person events. I recommend that you welcome, share your why, and what the business is all about. So feature the business. And then, of course, what makes a business so powerful? It's your award-winning product, sharing your product story, and, of course, showcasing the benefits and features of your products, making recommendations, suggestions, closing, etc. Okay? So essentially, all of what you're doing in a live in-person event, you're going to be doing on a virtual event as well. And these virtual events can be done across all platforms like Facebook, and Instagram. Now, I started hosting these, as I mentioned. Number one thing that I added into my business in the recent years, and I'm going to tell you why as well. I'm going to give you that specific strategy as to why, so stay tuned. But I started adding them into my team, and it was incredible because when you think about, I had markets that were growing everywhere, but also people want the convenience of time, the flexibility to really build this business today on their time, on their terms. So I started doing these monthly beauty bashes where we did designer giveaways or giveaways of the products to kind of intrigue the guests and get great interaction. And it totally rocked. I mean, we were getting record-breaking enrollments for consultants and new customers as well. And now the cool thing is now with, the shift, so many people are on Instagram as well. A lot of the younger generations, a lot of our teams have started to do these on Instagram as well. Now, here's the cool thing. You can also take a live event. Maybe you're not there just yet and you're thinking about just hosting an event singularly on Instagram or Facebook. That's what the class is going to be on, by the way, on July 11th. So if you want to learn how, this is the training, honestly, I wish I had. But if you're, kind of a little old-fashioned like me, it took me a while to do these virtual events. You want to know the coolest thing, guys? You can actually stream locally and virtually simultaneously. So let me explain. You could be doing a presentation, a product presentation in your living room, have a friend or family member literally go Facebook Live, press the live button. You can see my phone's broken. And you can go live into a private Facebook group or event page. I'll talk to you about the difference between the two on July 11th. But you can actually have your friends watch who couldn't be there live, or perhaps the people who just like to, rock a replay. And the cool thing is it's timeless. It becomes an asset to you. So think about, leaders, if you're launching somebody who's brand new, that they always have a copy of their launch event that they can plug people into later as well. So it's super, super cool, leveraging social media, whether you're launching a live event virtually or whether you're just doing a social media event regularly for your potential customers, consultants, or for your team. Now, I love, as I mentioned, incorporating giveaways of your product or gift cards, or as we did, everybody contributed on our team some designer gifts, and we told people no purchase necessary, just a great way to engage people and get them to attend. But we also leverage those giveaways to really rally around smart business. And I'll give you guys more tips on that, but just long and short, by interacting, by shouting out when we mentioned a product they were interested in or one that was recommended previously by their consultant, they were entered to win the giveaway. And we always gave incentives at the end as well, but that were a limited time. So we could create urgency and say, okay, let's say the event was on a Thursday. Now through the weekend, we've got a great enrollment incentive or a great customer incentive for you. Don't miss out. Get back to the consultant who invited you on, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. Now, I will just say the engagement on my events is so, so strong. So gone are the days of stagnant posts. I just don't do that. I don't do like a 50-point, slide. If you do and it's working for you, great. But you guys, you should see literally at the end of our events, I'll show you on the screen when we do the class on the 11th. The link is in the comments. I literally get thousands of comments during the presentation, and the majority of them are coming from guests. So you want these events to be fun. You want them to be informative. You want them to be engaging. You want people to get off of them and come back to the next one, and next time really invite all of their friends. So I'll give you all of my engagement tips on our virtual event course. It's going to be happening on July 11th. And I want to just distinguish the two. I do have social media that sells. That was a 2-hour class I did that you can still purchase at sarahrobbins.com. It's included in my university. That is on prospecting. That's more just on, your posts and your stories. And we touch on Facebook and Instagram. It was our #1 selling course. This one's going to be specifically on events. So to get more customers and consultants doing these online events. So why do they work? If you're a note taker, I want you to type it in the comments. They scale, they're smart, and they're simple, okay? They scale, they're smart, and they're simple. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that. So first and foremost, when you leverage these social media events, it really allows you to scale your business strong, right? Because it allows you to reach people across all markets. So whether they're in your backyard, in another state, or on another country. I remember when we were launching Australia, and I would try to plan a time for my beauty bash that would mesh with the Australian time. So for them, it was a lunch and learn. And for the rest of us, we did the beauty bash, and it was more of a fun evening event. So whether they were toasting with their coffee or with their glass of wine, they were there, and they were there to hear about our product line. The cool thing is again, it's convenient, right? It creates a nice replay for people, but it also reaches new target markets too. So if you've not watched my lives the past couple days or heard my podcast, I've been talking about the power of millennials. Whatever you do, don't mock millennials, guys. I know it's easy to say, oh, they're always on their phone. Well, guess what? That's why they're perfect at this business. I actually fall at the end of the millennial group as well. So let me just say, being one of the top female earners industry-wide in network marketing, and I don't say that to boast, I say it to say, man, could you imagine if anybody discounted me and said, she's just a millennial, like she has no business experience, and I didn't have much of a network either. But here's the thing. I know how to use social media. The majority of my leads were generated online, and I talk about that in my Social Media That Sells masterclass on my website. So it allows you to reach the millennial market. You've got to watch those Facebook Lives because I don't want to repeat myself too much. But I will just say briefly, millennials are the largest target market, the largest consumer group coming up today with the largest amount of spending power than the generations before them. They're all online. They grew up online. I didn't grow up online. That's the incredible thing. Like I think about, my son, he's, knows how to use a tablet. A text message comes in, he's swiping up, right? I mean, it's the craziest thing. This is their reality. Now, I do have to say, majority of them are on Instagram. So if you're not doing Instagram events yet, you need to get with the program. You either put it in the that's too hard box or say, in order to remain relevant and scale and grow, I'm going to have to learn how to reach this market. So before the course on the 11th, set up an Instagram profile. That's all I'm asking. We'll teach you how to do the rest, okay? I do recommend both this virtual event training and the Social Media That Sells if you can swing both, because they're two totally different trainings. And if you're really wanting to just like get good on Instagram and Facebook at prospecting with no paid advertising money, that class is going to start you off. This is kind of an added benefit, right? The second part to the course, part 2, now that you're doing that, how to leverage the event. So that's a prospecting one, Social Media That Sells. This event class, which I post a link in the comments, that one's going to be on presenting. So I guess that's what best way to put it. One's on prospecting, one's on presenting. And by the way, who is on that social media class, by the way? It was our number 1. It's really, really powerful. Okay, so you're reaching this new target market. I know our company is targeting millennials coming up, and there's a reason for it. I had somebody recently joined us who, again, was arguably one of the top female earners in the network marketing industry. She joined our team, and she said, your next billion can be built on the millennial market. That's how powerful it is. Why would somebody wait 10 years into a business and, wait for this perfect time when they see that we're about to target the millennial market? There is a reason for that, you guys, okay? And then the next thing, it's smart. Again, think of the convenience, out-of-town guests. People can rock a replay. You're leveraging the social economy. Everybody's hanging out online today who and they recommend. It's more influential now than ever before. And as I mentioned, it's the number 1 thing that I added to my business, to prospect and present online. And here's the thing, guys, it's super, super simple. That's why I created this program, because truly, no matter your skill set in network marketing or social media marketing, you will be surprised at how simple this will be. This was actually, guys, the course that I wish that I ever had, because I'm going to just tell you a real quick story, and then I'm going to post a link and I'll tell you a little bit more about the program that's coming up. And if anything else, you got some great free training today and some good information. But when I had first seen people start on Facebook events, I mean, I knew that that was the place to be and the thing to be doing, but I was overwhelmed, partially because of how people invited. So if you didn't hear yesterday's live or yesterday's podcast, check that out. How not to be spammy and oh so scammy. That was a big piece of it. The second piece was, it was a million posts, and I was like totally overwhelmed. Like, how do you even coordinate this? And again, I thought I can put it in the that's too hard box, or say, in order to remain relevant and help my business and my team scale and grow, I've got to learn Facebook events. So I learned the hard way. I learned how to leverage video to get great engagement, how to craft the invitation so it was intriguing from the beginning, and an offer, beginning, middle, end, how to close business. And again, totally accelerated our business. Then comes Instagram, and in comes millennials. My sister has built 2 six-figure businesses on Instagram. No paid advertising money, guys. She's one of the top leaders and one of the fastest growing leaders in our entire company today and in the industry. And when she started this business, she said to me, no joke, she would tell this story herself. You'll get to hear her on this class, by the way, tell this story and tell how she's doing Instagram events. And when she joined, she said, Sarah, I will not go to a hotel meeting. And my friends, my young friends, they're not going to go to a hotel meeting either. Here's the thing. I'm a millennial, so she. It's a 6-year age difference. But guess what? It's a big difference in terms of how we market and how we think. See, I would go to a hotel meeting. I hosted hotel meetings. Her group, no, they're on Instagram. They're online, totally different the way that they present and receive information. So they started hosting these Instagram events, and immediately it was like, I feel the fear and anxiety well up, and I'm like, I just can't do it. And instead of saying, wait a minute, instead of me trying to figure out how, I said, you know, why don't you start hosting some of these events? And our leaders started hosting events. And now the coolest thing is she's going to be teaching all of us how to totally rock Instagram events. It's so much simpler than you think. So on July 11th, join us for online events training for network marketing. You can find it on my website at sarahrobbins.com on the store. And keep in mind, again, there's 2 social media classes. You can pick up one, you can pick up both. Social media that sells, that's on prospecting on Instagram and Facebook. Both her and I train on that. And then the event piece, so to talk more about what we're speaking on today, it's the newest course. Nobody's seen it at this training at all yet. Online events for network marketing. Now, we are selling out super, super fast. If you want a spot, grab it. But it's going to be July 11th. If you've registered or thinking of registering, post below. You can also post your questions for me. I read all of them. I will respond to them if you have a question about the course. It is for all companies, all skill sets, doesn't matter, beginning, intermediate, advanced, leaders in network marketing or social media marketing. And if you can't make it live, you can rock the replay right after, which is super awesome too. But I am so proud to present this training for you. I totally believe in the power of virtual events and social media marketing today. And I know that it is going to help you to rock your network marketing business. So once you join me, I hope to see you guys on July 11th. And if you got something great from today's free training, go ahead and post in the comments below. And don't forget to share in the inbox with a friend or on your team pages too. And with that, I'll post the link in more details when we get done and wrap up. But I'd love to hear from you guys. Shout out your takeaways. And thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great day, guys. God bless. And goodbye for now. And rock on, rock stars. Hope to see you very, very soon.